What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review today. I'm here to talk about one from Warner Archive, and this is from the Forbidden Hollywood Collection Volume 2, and we are all the way up to 3 on a Match. I've done reviews for some of the other ones in the movie. There will be individual reviews up for all of them, as well as an overall review of the set. But as for this review, this is just for 3 on a Match. And this story revolves around 3 women, Anne Dvorak, Betty Davis, and Joan Blondell. They're all friends from childhood. They all have very, unique, distinct personalities and goals in life. And they end up, they're super close, but they end up parting ways as they grow up. And after about a 10-year, stretch apart, they end up reuniting and kind of checking in and seeing where each other is in life. Betty Davis has become kind of a typist. She hates her job. She kind of hates her life. And she's, just kind of has a boring, work-oriented life. Joan Blondell has this big personality. She's found some success as a showgirl. She hasn't made it as a big star or anything, but she's pretty happy with the way that things have turned out for her. And then finally we have Anne Dvorak, who would seem to have the best life of all of them because she's married into money. She can do whatever she wants to. She can have every, desire, every whim filled. If she wants to just, spend money on whatever, she can do it. Just pretty much, what most people consider to be a dream life. But of course, things aren't always as they seem, and she's actually the most miserable of all of them. She wants out of this stuffy, restrained life. She wants to take risks. She wants to pursue pleasure. She wants to do bad things so she can get an adrenaline rush, and that's what happens. And the movie kind of follows, what happens to the 3 women, after that absence, and kind of does it spark something within them to make some changes in their own lives now that they've gotten back together and seen where each other has ended up. This is definitely one that's about the women. The 3 female leads have most of the screen time, and there are some male characters, but they're definitely not as important as the female characters here. If you're a Betty Davis fan, you might be a little bit let down because she does have the least amount of screen time and the least important character in the movie. But, I mean, if you're making a movie and Betty Davis has one of the supporting roles, that's pretty awesome. So I don't really think that counts as a negative here. Joan Blondell, to me, is the best part of the movie. I mean, and I honestly think she's one of the most charismatic performers ever. I mean, anytime she's on the screen, it just lights up. She's absolutely radiant here. I mean, impossible to take your eyes off of her. She's got such a big personality, and it definitely shines through here. She's very likable. She's definitely the person that you want to cheer for, if you're the kind of person to cheer for people in a movie, I guess. But Anne Dvorak has the largest role, and her character has the most depth. So she's able to do more of a acting performance, shall we say, because she has a little bit more to work with, more conflict, more development, more just depth of her character in general. And I think she does a great job as well. But I still think Joan Blondell's the best part of the movie. I mean, she's just amazing. But to be fair, I would say Joan Blondell was the best part of just about any movie she was in at all. So I really like this one. I think it's really cool. It's just kind of a melodrama, but it's got a lot of the pre-code stuff that you would look for, kind of risque elements that maybe you might be a little bit surprised by. Not as crazy as some of them, but there's definitely some stuff here. The stuff Anne Dvorak gets up to is pretty wild. The movie only runs just over an hour, so it's very brisk. There's very little filler, very little, heavy-handed exposition. It's kind of told character-driven, and even though they are kind of, I don't want to say stereotypes, but they are kind of maybe archetypes, I still feel like there's some good character depth there and good character arcs, so I really feel like it's a good movie and definitely a really fun one to watch if you're into pre-code or classic cinema. It's available on DVD as part of the Forbidden Hollywood Collection Volume 2 from Warner Archive. The transfer looks fine. It's a little bit weathered, a little bit worn, but it's held up really well. It's not completely restored and remastered or anything like that, but I think it looks really good. The black and white photography looks really sharp. The contrast is really good. I didn't have any issues with it at all as far as the visual presentation. And again, if you pick this up, it's got 4 other movies on there, which you can find reviews for on this channel sooner or later. But anyway, I think it's definitely worth it. For about $25, you can get 5 really good pre-code movies. I had a lot of fun with all of them, but I really like 3 on a Match, and so that's my review of the movie. I hope you liked it. If you do, you can read my full write-up of 3 on a Match at markfusion.com, as well as tons of other pre-code movies and a ton of Warner Archive movies, as well as other classic movies and all that kind of stuff. You can also find me on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram if you want to follow me at any of those places. If you want to see what might be coming up on this channel soon, you can follow me at Letterboxd, where I diary what I've been watching. You can see what might be coming here. But the best way to help me out is just to hit that sub button. It's a free, easy, direct way to support me and help me continue to build this channel. And also, watching old videos is a huge help as well. It doesn't seem like it would be, but it definitely is. Thank you so much for watching this video, though. I do greatly appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.